Hello everyone and welcome to part 127. The significance of 127 is it's the number of brain cells that Gabumon would have if his brain cell multiplied by 127. And that is indeed a joke. Yeah, because personally I think Digimon are, well, I was going to say they're intelligent creatures, but then I paused for a moment there. Well, I mean, when they're in their own world, the digital world, they are, they do seem to be very smart. They do seem to be able to, like, look out for themselves, you know, fend for themselves, and they've got their brains switched on. They know, they know how they do seem to be instinctively relatively smart. Although there are some Digimon that are a bit more lacking when it comes to intelligence. But the Digidestined Digimon, they do. I think they are smart in their own world. Although in the real world, they do. They are a bit more exposed when it comes to difficulties with intelligence. Because when I was saying about it, I remember I don't know what episode it was, but when they were all in the real world, obviously because when my Ultimon went to the real world in search of the 8th Digidestined, obviously not knowing that it was Kairi, obviously the Digidestins had to go to the real world as well to try and stop my Ultimon and to try and get into contact with the 8th Digidestined. And the episode when they were in the underground, I remember when the train was approaching and then the Digimon thought it was like a Digimon or something, and then they jumped out and then they literally got ran over by the train. Not to mention the was it the episode with Andromon when Izzy was having problems with his computer, and then Tai started whacking it, and I have a feeling Agumon may have done it as well, or attempted to do it, or at least at the end of the episode they both tried, but then Izzy moved his computer out of the way, and then they ended up punching each other in the head or something. Well, I don't know. I mean, personally, I think Gabumon was probably one of the brighter Digimon, to be honest. So the intro was just a joke, and if I've made it before in this challenge, if I made the same joke in a previous part, then I apologise. Obviously, I've done 126 parts, and it's over the period of a selected number of months. And I've had pauses, sometimes for days, sometimes for weeks, sometimes for months, and generally each part is about half an hour or so. Point being, I really can't remember much of what I've said throughout this challenge, and that's why if I've repeated myself far too many times, then it's simply because I can't remember what I have and haven't said. I can't even remember when I started this challenge. I don't know if I've said previously, but at the moment I can't remember when I started this challenge. I mean, my very first video with my capture card was when I started a pacifist run for Tomb Raider Last Revelation, and that was uploaded in October, I think. So I got the capture card in October, and I think I started this while doing the pacifist run for Tomb Raider Last Revelation. I know that I've done all of this with my capture card, so it would have been October or later that I started this, but I know for a fact it was 2014, and it is now May 2015, so I would imagine I started this probably about half a year ago. And yeah, with my with the commentating, I guess I have been struggling a bit because there's only so much you can when it comes to one game. There's only so much you can talk about, and when it goes on for 127 parts, there's only so much you can talk about. Digimon Season 1 is definitely my favourite, and and I imagine it always will be, because I don't suppose, well, I mean, obviously, I've seen Seasons 2 and 3 and don't like them as much as Season 1, so the only way Season 1 wouldn't be my favourite is if one of the seasons that I haven't already seen was to be better, in my opinion. Because, yeah, I've seen the first 3 seasons, Season 1's my favourite, so I'm not going to choose Season 2 or Season 3 over Season 1. So the only way I would not have Season 1 as my favourite is if I watch one of the seasons I've not already seen and then prefer them to Season 1. Season 1 is my favourite, and I think Tai has always been my favourite character. Although, I think Tai has always been my favourite character, and I'd say Mimi's probably been my least favourite. It's just, well, I don't need to explain that Mimi is selfish, because, well, anyone that's ever seen Season 1 can make that judgment for themselves. Mimi is selfish. She isn't willing to raise a finger, and in my opinion, she's very annoying. So, Mimi is my least favourite character, and I'm not too, well, I say I'm not too keen on TK. I mean, in the first season, I don't like TK very much, because I just think he's a bit too much of a crybaby, although he was the youngest, with all due respect. But in the second season, when he was older, I do like him quite a bit more. In the second season, I would say TK and Kairi are my 2 favourite characters. So, I don't like TK in Season 1, but then I do like him in Season 2. I'm not entirely sure what it is about Tai that I like. I don't know if it's just where he's the one in charge, and I just find him likable for whatever reason. But yeah, with season 1, that's kind of it with characters. Tai's my favourite. TK and Mimi, well, Mimi's my least favourite. TK I don't like, and Matt I don't like because personally I found him kind of annoying and selfish. But then all the other characters I like. Kairi, Sora, Izzy, Joe. And the Digimon, I'd say Gomamon's probably my favourite. I just find him quite amusing. Do I have a least favourite Digimon? Well, I don't mean to keep hating on Mimi, but I would say Palmon's probably my least favourite. I don't think I dislike her as such, it's just with the Digimon, I think I just find the Digimon overall easy to like, and I guess Palmon's my least favourite, not because I dislike her, but I just like the others more, if that makes sense. Yeah, season 2, yeah, TK and Kairi are my favourites. I guess I probably prefer TK, but with Digimon I would say Vemon's probably my favourite because he's kind of like dumb but funny. Because yeah, I mean, that's all I can say really. He's like dumb and funny, in my eyes. In season 3, I'm having to depend on my memory a bit here. Favorite Digimon would probably be the guy with the white thing with long ears. I can't remember names very well, but it's like Terriermon, something like that. But favorite Digimon would probably be the long-eared guy, and then favorite character, the girl who had Leomon as a Digimon. Jerry, was it? And yeah, season 4, I watched very few episodes. I mean, I tried watching it twice, but both times I ended up losing my internet connection. And I don't mean the internet connection malfunctioned. I mean something changed where I no longer had internet. So I tried once, made it to like episode 5 or episode 10 or whatever, then no longer had internet, no longer able to follow Digimon, and then got internet, and then eventually tried to get back into the 4th season of Digimon, and the same thing happened. Literally, all I remember is trains and chocolate. That's all I remember. So, with the characters, I remember there being one guy. He was a large guy, and I seem to remember there being like a smaller, younger, more timid guy. And I seem to remember there being like 1 or 2 females, and I seem to remember the big guy having chocolate on him, and then him giving it to like some trains or something, like trains, but they were like alive or something. And yeah, I seem to remember him giving them chocolate, or maybe he gave chocolate to Digimon. I can't remember. It's just, I would probably going in order. Yeah, I've recently rewatched seasons 1 and 2, but then stopped with season 3. I would probably want to rewatch season 3 before then starting with season 4, and then obviously going through. Is it seasons 5 and 6, or is there 7? I don't know. Although there's that. Well, I mean, I suppose it's already started. The original characters, but 3 years after the second season. I think that was apparently. I don't know a great deal about it. I only read it online, but yeah, the original characters, but set 3 years after season 2. Obviously, a new season this is, with the originals 3 years later. But I think that was apparently, I think they said started in April, so that was last month. So I guess it has already started, and if so, then I've not seen any of it. But obviously, the seasons of Digimon obviously find their way onto YouTube. That's where I watch them, and I imagine that's the newest season. If it has started, then it may have already found its way onto YouTube, or will do in the future. Either way, I'll be able to watch it. It can be a bit tricky because I have a feeling, for copyright reasons, people don't necessarily have the right to be uploading Digimon onto YouTube. I have a feeling Digimon being on YouTube may not be lawful, because well, I mean, I started watching Digimon on YouTube when I was 16. That was in 2009, and I've noticed that basically Digimon will get uploaded, then it will get taken down, then it will, and then basically it will then get uploaded by somebody else, a different account, then it will get taken down again, and it will just keep on going and going. But I guess it's plausible that it's the same people every time, but with different accounts. But the fact that it gets taken down and it makes me think that it might not be legal. Certainly the fact that you know, copyright is the sort of first thing you would think of when thinking of that, but I'm sure it will find its way on there. Even if it does, you know, get uploaded and then taken down, uploaded, taken down, and I'm sure I'll be able to watch it. But I know a lot of these videos are uploaded by random people, although sometimes I think on YouTube the videos are uploaded by the rightful owners. I think sometimes the rightful owners do like create YouTube accounts and then do basically upload their videos, even if they don't make any money from it. I know obviously if random individuals were to upload videos, which is what happens a lot, then obviously the companies presumably don't make any money from it, although I guess they do get publicity from it because it spreads their shows, but I imagine they don't make money from it. But then sometimes the companies themselves, I think, have accounts and they upload it. It would be nice if Digimon, if that was to happen with Digimon, if it hasn't already. So when we wake up, it will be year 10, day 12. Because the last part started on year 926, I think. I'll work out how many more parts there will be. Probably 2. Plus the big bonus video, should it happen. Although there's, as well as the big bonus video, I will do the other like videos as well that I've mentioned, the one-off videos, the one-off challenges, the one-off whatever it might be. So yeah, I mean the other like things that I've mentioned, I will be doing that as well, or at least giving it a try. So I wake up, it'll be year 10, day 13, 17 days away. If I have one more round in this part, then I'll be 16 days away. I think generally in a part, I think I'm generally covering about 8 days, am I? Because, I just check this a minute. Yeah, because if I see this day through, then it'll be year 10, day 14. When I started the previous part, it was year 9, day 26. 5 days taken up to year 10, day 1. That's 5 days plus whatever it is, like 14. That's like 19. It's like it's about 18 days in 2 parts. That's like what, 9 days per day on average. If I get up to year 10, day 14, I'll be 16 days away. 8 days per part, that would be 2 parts to go. So I think that would be quite a good checkpoint. Actually, well, no, it'd be 17 days, wouldn't it? Because it wouldn't. Year 10, day 30 wouldn't be any good. It'd have to be year 11, day 1. But whatever. I think it would be a good checkpoint. I think I'll be putting myself in a position where I can reach the last medal with about 2 parts. thank you everyone for watching, and hope you enjoyed.